It just dawned on me that I haven't made a video about these really nifty things that I invented about a year or so ago now. So I'm gonna rectify that. These things are really cool, really good magnifying lenses that you can make at home or at school as a part of an activity in a lesson about the nature of light. So these things, you can make them out of clear hot glue, the right kind of cling wrap, I'll get to that later, and a little toilet paper or paper towel roll that you cut up to a reasonable size. You just need a little bit of tape, hot glue, and the right process. So to make these things, you need to take your cling wrap and stretch it so that it is taut as a drum over top of your roll. And then when it's taut, you can tape it closed so that it stays on tight and you don't have to keep holding it. And then you come in with a little dab of hot glue that's a little bit smaller than this. And you take a second one of these over top, second thing of cling wrap, and you place that over top nice and taut like the first one. And you can tape the second one over top of the first one. And what you'll get by doing that is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here, but you'll get something that looks kind of like a concave up and, well, concave down and concave up shape. And you'll have a little parabolic shape, which will make these little plastic hot glue dabs into really good magnifying lenses. And a demonstration of their power is if you've got a little bit of book with fine print, you can magnifying things pretty a lot, if I do say so myself. You can easily get 1.5 to 2 times magnification, depending on the size of these things. There are a couple limitations on this method of making magnifying lenses, however. You'll notice that this one has a bunch of different cracks. That's not because of the formation process, but that's because this is a fairly big one, and you can start bending it back and forth, and you'll get these little cracks in it, and that's to be expected. But there's another limitation. If you make them a little bit too big, you'll notice that the inside of this is a little foggier than the outside, and that's because of differential cooling when they were cooling off. So if they get too big and thick, then the inside will stay warmer for longer, and the outside will shrink faster than the inside shrinks, because hotter liquid hot glue is a little bit bigger than solid hot glue, and so as it cools, it shrinks a little bit, and the outside shrinks faster than the inside. So if it gets too big, you get really big fogginess problems. You also can have little bubbles up here. But apart from all of those limitations, you can get some really cool stuff out of these things. Ah, that's all.